Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another pipe talk. Today I'm smoking my Boots Paris. And this video is a video response to a hoot in the briar. And this gentleman asked, what is your favorite horror movie, scary movie? And at first I thought maybe the first Alien movie, because I always liked starships, science fiction, monsters, and of course aliens. And back in the day I recorded this movie via a VHS recorder from television. It was aired late at night. And I was really impressed. If you have seen the movie, the diner scene, this was way long before the internet, and I really didn't expect what was going to happen there. So it was really impressive. Just recently I watched the movie Planet of the Vampires, an Italian-made movie, 10 years prior to Alien, I guess. And some parts of this movie clearly inspired the Alien movie. It's a mixture of science fiction and gothic horror, and it looks like straight out of a pulp novel out of the 30s or 40s. Excuse me, gentlemen. And I like these movies so much that I even got the encyclopedia of bloody alien movies. For those interested, we can make a special video for this book. But I made up my mind to come up with something special, and a real horror movie, a movie that is really scary, at least for me, is this one. Breakfast at Tiffany's. And gentlemen, this is absolutely no joke. So, I guess you heard of this movie. It's with George Peppard, that George Peppard from the A-Team. It is quite unusual seeing him in such a role. My camera woman is laughing at the moment. And also with a young Audrey Hepburn. And many people see this as a romance, a comedy, a romantic comedy, a nice love story. And it's made after a book. And I haven't read this book, but my guess is that this is absolutely no funny book. First off, the movie is very well done. The actors are top notch, as with many movies of the time. The costumes are great. The people in this movie are all dressed up nice and neat all the time. They smoke a lot, they drink a lot. I guess there's a drink and a cigarette in every scene in the movie. It is funny, it has some funny moments, at least if you are not Japanese. If you have seen the movie, you might know what I mean. Didn't stand the test of time that good. Yeah, why this movie is scary? Because in real life, I know exactly this kind of woman that is depicted here in the movie. And it was exactly that kind of woman I fell in love with, I looked after, that made a lasting impression. And I always regretted it in the end, big time. And sorry, gentlemen. And the movie only hints at this but it is quite obvious that this woman has serious mental issues. I would go as far to say she has an obvious borderline syndrome. And in the end, of course, they get together, everything is fine, but they don't show you the second part of the book, of the movie. And I can tell you how this story will end. He will be ruined financially, mentally. She will call him a loser because he earns no more money, while she is sleeping with the bum in the backyard. She will betray him, he will cheat on him with everyone in the house where he lives, with his boss, with his subordinates. And in the end, she will leave him and get to another guy. So far to the big love story. One scene in the movie, it becomes totally clear, is when she decides to leave town and drops her beloved cat out of the car and just goes off, because such women have a lot of empathy. They know exactly what they are going to tell you. But in reality, their minds are totally blank. They have no emotions at all. They act just like a robot. And this scene is very, very realistic and shows this clearly well. So a tip from me, if you come to know a woman and everything is too perfect, she knows exactly what you want, she likes everything you like, just be careful. Take your time to know her and try to see what's really going on. Also, this, I don't know if I should tell this, woman that are tatted up, lots of piercings, lots of failed relationships, children from several fathers, these are all warning signs. And of course, if you see any scars on the arms or the legs, leave it run. This will not come to a good end. And I'm curious if any one of you has probably read the book to this movie, because I'm sure this is mentioned somewhere, or it will be quite different from the movie, I guess. So this movie really scares me, because I've seen these things happen in real life several times. And please follow my advice. Think twice before you go head on into a relationship. Yeah, that's all I have to say for now. Thanks for watching. I will put a link to A Hoot in the Briar in the description box below. See you next time. Cheers.